I'm Ellen Moons. I'm a professor of physics here at Karlstad University. I'm leading the research in materials science as well, and have several other tasks. Among them, I'm now a member of the Research Council Board in Sweden, and I'm also a member of the Nobel Committee for Physics. Well, actually, a love for science. I just really like science and the way science is done. So, of course, I got inspired by several things during my school time. For instance, a very good teacher of physics. And I also, later in my career, I went abroad. So I did my PhD in another country. And that experience really helped me. I think without that, I would not have been a researcher today. Biggest challenge, I'm not sure exactly what is the biggest challenge, but I can say something about challenges in general concerning choosing this profession where you have to spend a lot of time working. And of course, you love your work as well, so you like to spend a lot of time working, but it's important to keep a good balance between other parts of life and your work. So this is a challenge everyone faces. I think it has a lot to do with making choices. So challenges in my career have been about making choices, making priorities. For instance, when I decided to go abroad, to do my PhD abroad or to go for my postdoc to yet another country, every time you move to another country, you break up with your friends, your family, you move further away. And yeah, these are choices and priorities that are not always easy to make. But they have been so rewarding for me. But it doesn't mean that it's always easy. Well, I think it's very nice if a young woman would like to follow my footsteps or the footsteps of another female, a senior person. So I would just be very happy. And the advice I would give is try to identify, try to find out what you really like to do and why, what gives you energy. And then think about a good way to materialize this, to make it possible to do that. And in that process, I think many young people, also many females, would feel a little bit uneasy or maybe uncomfortable about making such big choices, like making a very big step. I can recognize myself in that, making a very big and daring step could be a little bit scary. So my advice would be, take a small step. Make a small step at a time, and then the next small step. Even if it's a little bit uneasy, maybe to send that first email to someone, or to make a first contact, or present your results for the first time. Take that small step, because it will give you energy, and it will lead to the next step. Well, there are two aspects. First of all, it's a Women's Day. And that means that it is a day where we think about the fair treatment of everyone and the full participation of everyone in professional activities, independent of, in this case, gender. But it's also an international day. And I think this is a very important aspect. Globally, not every woman in any country has the possibility to make the choices or put the priorities that they would like to put. We here are very privileged to be able to make these choices. Like in my case, I was telling you about making these choices to go for a PhD and so on. It's not everywhere like that. And this I think we should be aware of. We should think about that and try to also in our communication promote, safeguard those kind of values like inclusion, diversity, and equality, of course. So I think in these times, it is even more important than usually. And it's not only today, it's every day. So this is what means for me the International Day for Women.